Whispers of the Cursed Moon inspired by Romeo and Juliet. A storm raged through the midnight sky, roaring like a beast awakened from slumber. The moon, hidden behind thick veils of darkness, watched in silence as a lone figure hurried through the abandoned cobblestone streets of Ebonshade. Drenched in rain, her breaths came in frantic gasps. She clutched a tattered letter close to her chest, her heart pounding louder than the thunder overhead. The ink had smudged, but the words burned in her mind. "Meet me at the Blackthorn Manor before the next full moon. We must end this." Lillian Evermore knew that love was a dangerous thing, yet she had fallen into its depths. A noble woman betrothed to a man she loathed, she had instead given her heart to Elias Ravenshade, a man whispered to be cursed. The town spoke of him in hushed tones, calling him a specter who walked between worlds, forever haunted by the sins of his ancestors. Lillian cared little for rumors. What she knew was that when Elias whispered her name, the world melted away, leaving only them in an unbreakable bond. Their love was forbidden, not merely by the society that bound her to another, but by something far more sinister. The Ravenshade family bore a curse stretching back centuries, a darkness that entwined with their very blood. Every love they claimed was doomed to wither, swallowed by the shadows that clung to them like an eternal fog. Many before Elias had tried to break the curse. All had failed, vanishing into the unknown. Lillian would not accept failure. She had uncovered secrets buried beneath layers of forgotten lore, secrets that spoke of a ritual that could sever the chains binding Elias to his cursed fate. But to do so meant facing horrors beyond her imagination. And so, here she was, her footsteps echoing against the towering ruins of Blackthorn Manor, the cursed estate where Elias awaited. A single candle flickered within, its feeble glow barely penetrating the suffocating gloom. Lillian stepped inside, her breath hitching as the air grew thick, pressing against her lungs like unseen hands. The scent of aged books and something metallic, blood, perhaps, clung to the air. And then she saw him. Elias stood before the grand fireplace, his dark eyes shimmering with sorrow and longing. "You came," he murmured, his voice a melody that sent shivers down her spine. "I swore I would." She stepped closer, her fingers trembling as they touched his. "We have to break this, Elias. We have to try." His lips curled into a bitter smile. "I fear that trying will be the end of us both." "Then let it be. If love is to be our demise, let it be on our terms." He hesitated only a moment before pulling her into an embrace. In that moment, time stood still. The wind howled outside, and the very shadows seemed to pulse with life. Lillian drew out the vial of enchanted elixir, its contents swirling like captured moonlight. The ritual required both their souls to intertwine, pure love against the abyss of the curse. As they chanted the incantation, the ground beneath them trembled. The shadows screamed, writhing like tortured spirits. A force, ancient and malevolent, lashed out, determined to keep them apart. Lillian felt herself being pulled into a darkness colder than death itself. But Elias held on. "No, I will not lose you." The curse fought back, tearing at them with claws of despair. Pain, unbearable and searing, threatened to rip them apart. Lillian's vision blurred, and for a fleeting moment, she thought she saw the spirits of the Ravenshade ancestors, twisted, broken figures, forever yearning for freedom. But something changed. A warmth, like a sunrise after endless night, began to radiate from within them. Their love was stronger than the chains of the past. With a final, defiant cry, Elias shattered the barrier. The shadows recoiled, shrieking as they were consumed by the light. The manor trembled, its very foundations protesting against the break of an eternal torment. And then silence. The storm had passed. The weight in the air lifted. Lillian opened her eyes. Elias was there, his touch no longer cold, his presence no longer haunted. He was free. They had won. Tears mingled with laughter as they embraced. "It's over," Elias whispered. "We're free." But freedom came at a cost. The magic that severed the curse had taken its toll. The manor crumbled around them, centuries of suffering vanishing into the earth. They ran hand in hand, never looking back. Ebonshade awoke to a dawn unlike any other. The ever-present gloom that had plagued the town was lifted, the air lighter, the silence no longer oppressive. Rumors spread of the noblewoman and the cursed man who had vanished into the night, their love strong enough to defy fate itself. Some say they perished in the ruins, bound together even in death. Others whisper that they still live, somewhere beyond the veil of reality, two souls entwined for eternity. What remains undeniable is the lesson they left behind. Love, in its purest form, holds the power to break even the darkest of curses. And if one listens closely on stormy nights, the wind still carries their whispers, a reminder that love, once awakened, never truly fades.
Whispering echoes